I have to say, I'm very surprised there's even anyone here. No offense to anyone. What was that? No, I'm saying it's so impressive. I mean, I love Temple, but you guys love Temple too.
You know what? Yeah, it's nice. I have to tell you, we really enjoyed the service.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay, can you hear me?
Texted me and said, how was it? And then David called and said, Mom, you went to Temple? Yes. No, we always go. He said, well, was it good? I said, David, it was fabulous.
It was.
It really was.
It was marvelous.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see and hear you, Susan. Just was listening to Mary. General sentiment in those who are coming back to services tonight is that they enjoyed themselves over the holidays, which is so nice to hear. So happy. All right, well, it might be a briefer service if that's okay. No, I'm just saying, like, there's not going to be too much fluff or fanfare. The girls and the boys? I think you should. It'll be 3 and 3. You don't always have to sit next to your husband.
It's like these students make friends.
This place is crazy.
It's my Okay.
I know this isn't good in welfare, but Sarah's bat mitzvah was this Saturday, and it was beautiful. That's all I have to say.
Do we have any volunteers to lead the candle lesson? Sure. Okay. Okay. I'll find something else. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, yes, Mazel Tov to the Goklangs, and I was able to see Sarah. I remembered Sarah's baby naming. I remember her brother's breasts, and I'm so happy to see her development through the years, and now she is truly a beautiful young woman.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see if I have my screen ready to share for our October 3rd Shabbat service. Yes, October. And we call forward Barbara Levine to help us begin. As we can say that Shabbat is truly here. We'll do the reading first.
Okay. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Would you like to light?
Sure.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have the grandfather of the most recent bat mitzvah, Stan Goldklang, to lead us on page 138. Oops, need to do that. For Lecha Dodi.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela la la. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela. Shamua v'zochur b'dibur echad, Hishmiyanu el mu'yichad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem el tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, Panei panei shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, Panei panei shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, ga b'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela la la. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei panei shabbat nekabela.
And if I can, call up Anish Cherry. To lead us in a reading, which is not on the screen. And we are just so thankful that after hearing that Anise had taken a little fall, that she is doing well. She's joining us. And she insists that she was, even though I can't tell, I hope I have the healing powers that Anise has. Let's put it that way, right?
Right, absolutely. Have the same optimism.
I wanted to pick something special for you. I love listening to you read, so I hope you like this reading.
Okay. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there is no place on earth without the presence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Walk carefully. Oh, goodness. All good. And now we continue with the Baruch Hu on page 146. If you are able, please rise.
Lie, la, lie, 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 lie. Lie, la, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, la, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, la, lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Page 148, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. And let's join together in the English. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name, ever-living God. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. And we remain standing for the Shema with the opening meditation.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated. I didn't grow up with placing my hands over my eyes for the Shema, but I have definitely taken it as part of my custom. One way to look at doing that is that we are covering our eyes because of what we're saying. Hear, O Israel, listen, as if to focus more attention on what we hear, right? But there might even be a deeper, more spiritual meaning to this, because it's not just covering our eyes, but the custom is also to place 3 fingers on your foreheads. Those 3 fingers form a shape of a letter called the Shin, the beginning of God's name. The same letter that's on the mezuzah, which is made reference to right after the Shema. Place it on the doorpost of your house. But there may even be a deeper meaning. You guys are so fortunate. You get to hear this. Okay. What is this spot right here in Hindu? As an example. The what? The third eye. That's right. Do we believe, Jewishly speaking, in the third eye? First of all, what is the third eye? Right, it could be represented by a dot, but it's, what is it? What does it represent?
Seeing more deeply.
Sure, what's another way to say seeing more deeply?
Focusing.
So let's call that the sixth sense. What is the sixth sense?
Yes, beyond.
Oh my goodness. No. Your insight, your gut, your intuition. So intuition is considered to be a sixth sense in spirituality. And it is represented in almost all mystical traditions as this place right here, between the eyes. So it's a seeing without using our eyes. It's a hearing without using our ears. It's a knowing by trusting in our souls. So, when you close your eyes for the Shema, take in all those different meanings. Feel your intuition as well. Okay. How about the Micha Mocha, page 158?
Okay. Lie, 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 lie. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malachutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe Miriam, ze lianu v'yamru, ze lianu v'yamru. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed.
The interesting thing, by the way, about intuition is how much stock we should put in it or not put in it, right? But trust me when I tell you that you listen to your intuitions more than you realize. We all do. The question is, why don't we focus in on them more often? Why don't we pay them enough credit? From everything, from sensing some situation isn't right, or if some situation is really good or beneficial. Who knows, right? It has to do with this idea that we are somehow interconnected. We do believe that in Judaism. We believe that there's an interconnection. As a matter of fact, the concept of tikkun olam is a spiritual concept. It's not just about giving charity. It's about this idea that we somehow have an interaction with not just other people, but the world. There is our actions have an impact, almost like if you hit water, it would send ripples. Anything that we do has an impact on everything. So maybe when we pick up that intuition, we're sensing something that someone else has done or something else that has happened. Goes back to, we'll talk more about tikkun olam at another time. I'm feeling philosophical right now. Okay, how about, oh, guide my steps.
Okay. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. And help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. And guide my steps. And guide my steps. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. And guide my steps, and guide my steps, and guide my steps.
You don't have to keep on moving.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So as our service progresses, we come up, of course, to the Amidah, the Tefillah section. Always a nice moment for me personally. I like this idea of reflecting on these opening words, asking God to help me use my mouth to properly say thank you to God. It's a very interesting idea. I like it a lot. Think about it. As we turn to page 164, and those who are able, we rise together. Someone writing a chat, I don't know.
Adonai,
Adonai,
Sifatai Tiftach,
Sifatai Tiftach,
Ufi Yagi,
Ufi Yagi,
Tehilatecha,
Tehilatecha,
Adonai,
Adonai,
open up my lips,
open up my lips,
that my mouth
that my mouth
may declare your praise.
may declare your praise. Page 166.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Mahot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Hosea U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, B'chayei HaKol Totarav L'Hoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Elach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umasmiach Yeshua, V'neman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yilucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
And may be seated as we continue. Hopefully, coming out of the high holy days, I should say, coming out of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, those 10 days of Teshuvah, feeling a sense of renewal. We are entering into a period of joy and celebration during Sukkot, referred to as Zman Simchatenu, time of our rejoicing. And so I hope we have that feeling of elevated joy already beginning. As we take these next few moments to maybe thank God for some of the joys in our lives with a silent prayer.
Ose Shalom, Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Ose Shalom, Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Hu Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimeru Amen. Ose Shalom, Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom.
No. So, did you see some of the news headlines that came out about this peace plan? Anyone see that?
Yeah.
What did the news headlines say that you saw?
It says Hamas agrees to release hostages.
Hamas agrees to the plan and agrees to release hostages. I saw that headline in multiple places. Of course, I know that that's not the truth. And when I say the truth, I mean it's not the whole truth. With conditions. And what's not included in, so each one of those, it has to say with conditions. Hamas is giving conditions. They're renegotiating. But when the news does this, but it says only, it puts Israel into this position that it's going to look like the bad guy when it says no. Because we need you to also not be here as a terrorist organization. Part of me says it's a start, it's something, but I also have a very strong sense that Israel is just going to say no. It's either all or nothing. This thing with the flotilla, did you see that? 42 ships moving towards Israeli waters, and Israel saying, please divert, go another way. Chose not to do it, by the way, on Yom Kippur. And again, the news says Israel turns away aid to the Palestinians. And I'm like, that is not the whole story. Please don't say that way. I mean, in a weird way, you step back and you say, God, they are so good at, the other side, in my opinion, is so good at making Israel look bad. And I just wish there, wasn't a way, there was another way to do that. But of course, in the end, it's so tempting at this point, from our perspectives, to just say, let's get the hostages home and be done with this. But unfortunately, we know that won't be the end of it if that's the case, if that's what we agree to without disarming Hamas. It's terrible. It's a terrible position to be in. I don't, have any great solutions, and this is part of the reason why I chose not to fully address this, because it's so many things change one day to the next. But I think we continue to do what we do and be supportive of Israel and mostly of Israelis. We forget that Israel is a democratic government, that half of the population, probably close to half, doesn't want the current administration, and a little more than half do. I mean, it's not so dissimilar to the United States at any given time. And we forget that these are political decisions that are being made, not Jewish decisions per se, not my decision. By the way, those individuals who were killed in Manchester, England, unfortunately by a disgruntled Muslim individual, luckily a Muslim cleric in the area came out and said that regardless of what's going on in Israel, this has no place here. Our violence is not to be taken out against our fellow man. And I so appreciated that. I wish more comments were made like that. I know also from the Catholic Church in England as well, there was some very positive comments that came out in that respect, of being against hatred. But it's funny how few and far between those comments are. I don't know, the situation, I was in a nice spiritual place. Let me get back to that. I'm going to come back to that. I guess this is really, listen, we really are saying, God, we need your help. I mean, this is the reason why we say these prayers. They're beyond, this has been going on so long, it's time. I think it's time. You know, we need the help. Please, like somehow create the situation that makes this peace situation happen. Avinu Shebashamayim, literally, our Father who is in heaven. That's the beginning of this. Our Father who art in heaven. That's Avinu Shebashamayim. That's what the actual literal translation is. The Sor Yisrael, the rock of the Jewish people, and the Redeemer. Like, we're reminding God, you did this for us back in Egypt. We need this for you now. Please send that peace to Israel and to the Israelis and to the whole region. And let us say Amen. For the Misha Barak prayer, I will stop my screen so that people can join in if they want to share names of those you are thinking of who are in need of healing. Continued healing for Anish Cherry, yes, absolutely. You're doing great. Continued healing.
Thank you, everybody. You helped. Everyone helped. Family, Richard, Jerry, a whole lot more.
Yes, Mary.
Thank you.
Anita. Okay.
Susan, Carol, Eric, and the Bernstein family.
Go ahead, Richard.
Howie,
Phyllis.
My brother-in-law, Stephen.
Yes, Susan. Yeah, you're muted. So I'll say some names while you're unmuting.
Trudy and Merton Brown.
Okay. Miriam Leah, David Scott Cohen, Sandy Cohen, Jared, Gary, Lynn, Yitka Gracia Batsara, Debbie Jaffe Ellis, Marsha Colton, David N. Chie, Eberhard Ram, Mark Ketchell, Paul, Arlene Terso, David Ben Yitzchak Halevi, Gerald, Richie Block, David Levy, and Tyler Levy-Tay. Do you want to say the people of the...
Okay. And I think Susan also wanted to add the residents of the Glen Cove Rehabilitation Center.
Okay. We join now as we turn to page 371, and of course also include all of those who are still being held hostage for their health and safety and well-being.
Mi sheberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikur habracha liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. So we're obviously coming near the end of the Torah, and this isn't the last Torah portion, even though Sukkot is coming up this coming week. So from the afternoon of Shabbat until Sukkot, we actually read the very last portion, but this is the second to last. It's called Ha'azinu. So let's study a little bit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Ha'azinu hashamayim v'adabera v'tishma ha'aretz imri fi. Give ear, O heavens, let me speak. Let the earth hear the words I utter. So, Parshat Ha'azinu stands out in the Torah because unlike other weekly portions that tell stories or give laws, Ha'azinu is entirely a song sung by Moses on the last day of his life. It is arguably poetic, powerful, and prophetic. And it begins in this very dramatic way. Moses calls upon heaven and earth as witnesses and then sings his message. Question for us to ponder. What do we think is the significance of turning his final speech into a song and addressing it to the cosmos? Let's take the first part. Moses talks to the heavens and the earth as his witnesses in hearing these words. I'm going to tell you what some of the commentators have said on each of these ideas, and then we'll get to why we think he sung it. But first, why does Moses call upon the heavens and the earth? This is one of his last messages, and again, singing it, but why call upon heaven and earth to witness? What are some guesses? Everybody, everything. Okay? But I say this in this respect, that when Moses is talking to the people, he's singing to the people. But he's asking, as the heavens and the earth are my witnesses in that respect. And then he gives, he gives instruction, he gives guidance, he gives warning, he gives concern, all in this song. Why does he call upon the heavens and the earth to hear him, to witness what he's saying? What's that?
God's help.
He needs God's help? But he's not calling to God. His work is done. Wait, so what's the connection? No, but I'm saying, why is he calling the heaven and the earth?
They're going to need help.
Ah, I like that. Wait, it was great. No, I'm just kidding. Philip said that maybe Moses is calling up to heaven and earth and saying, you're going to need a lot of help after I'm gone. Maybe. I like that. I hadn't thought of that. I like that idea. So Rashi, the great commentator, says, Moses calls the heaven and the earth as witnesses because they are permanent. They outlast any future generation, or that generation. Human beings come and go, but the nature of the natural world remains. By calling them as witnesses, Moses ensures that if the Jewish people stray, these witnesses will be there in future generations to testify to the eternal promises their ancestors made. Interesting idea. Even if you forget, the heavens and the earth will not forget. And by the way, your promise that you made at Sinai is eternal, just like the heavens and the earth, even if you're not. Your promise is. Okay, pretty big idea to begin with, but there's also a deeper layer. We need to go back to the beginning, as in the beginning of the Torah. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Those two expressions that Moses uses, is he not hearkening back to this moment? Yes, he is. In other words, the heavens and the earth represent the full scope of creation. Moses is reminding us that our relationship with God affects more than just ourselves. It has cosmic impact. Our behavior echoes through the universe. Again, that goes to the idea I brought up before. I was giving a little teaser before. Our behaviors somehow, with that third eye, we know it, have an effect on everything around us. If I'm in a bad mood, I hate to be in a bad mood. I'm telling you, everyone notices it. I don't have to say a word to anyone. That negative energy is picked up. It emanates out of me. Vice versa, the same is true. So I try to be in a good mood all the time. It affects people, right? But seriously, there is this sense that our actions, and of course in this context is performing mitzvot, doing all the good deeds, is not just for us. It's tikkun olam. Not just to repair the world here and now, but the world as in the heavens and the earth. Olam is everything. Who knew that you were going to ask me about tikkun olam at the beginning of services and it was going to come up in my talk? The cosmos. Okay. Okay, but why does Moses choose to sing this message? I mean, I guess he had a decent voice. I mean, right? But there has to be another reason for that. I mean, this is one of his last things that he's doing. He's not giving a sermon. Why sing? Okay, now I know we'll have some potential answers. Go ahead, Stan.
Singing reaches inside people as far as communicating a message. And that's why kids learn, the ABCs that way.
So singing reaches people on a deep level and it helps them learn. That's why kids sing the ABCs.
Now, I had a analytic supervisor who had a patient who she had to sing all of her interpretations.
You're allowed to share this with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Stan was saying that, I hope I get this right, he had a supervisor, I guess when he was being trained, who told him of a case where the individual really couldn't hear or comprehend what was being said unless it was being sung to this individual. Ooh, I'm going to start trying that in the house. Take out the garbage every Monday night and don't forget. I wonder if that would work. I think it would. But Stan, I might be calling you up as your next patient when my family kicks me out of the house. Okay. All right, so why else? The great idea. So Moses wants them to remember this 100%. Meaning that's such a nice, good reason. Right? So sing it. Sweet. And maybe if he has to be a little bit direct and challenging, it's not as harsh to hear it in song.
Singing also calms people. That's what all the service is about. Nowadays, the music brings it personal.
So Karen is saying music can be calming. It also can have a very personal connection with us.
Because you're focusing on that person. I mean, when the cantor sings, I focus on every word, every movement, and then it brings it to me to be very real, very.
Sure, for sure. I mean, I think we only have to think about whoever, it could be the cantor or a favorite singer of ours. To me, when I watch Pavarotti sing, I love even just the most minute facial expressions. There is such a focus and intensity that I have the belief he's listening to every word. They're real to him, the ideas of what he's saying, and then they become more real to me. Love it.
It's emotive, and then it's visual,
Mhm.
and then you remember more. It's coming to you.
Anise has something to add. I'm just going to repeat so everyone online can hear.
Is the universal language.
Music is the universal language. We're back to the universe. We're back to the universe. Oh, by the way, that's right. No, seriously, when we all speak that sense of same language, that is intuition. That's on a deeper level. That goes beyond words, right? I love it. Music, the melody. Love it. Okay, Joel has one.
Well, when you're speaking and you're speaking to a lot of people,
When you're speaking to a lot of people,
what happens is, a lot of times, people just drift off.
people can drift off.
Right, but when you're singing,
But when you're singing,
you pay more attention.
you pay more attention. Except if it's opera for most people, but not for me. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But thank you. No, you're absolutely right. So, as you, I think you captured this beautifully. I'll tell you, traditional explanation might sound similar to what you all said, is that a song has a unique quality. It can be remembered. First thing that was said. Words fade, music lingers. Moses wanted this message to last, not just as a text, but as an emotion and an experience. A song is something you carry with you, you hum quietly, and you're able to pass it down. So that's one thing we didn't quite get, but that's okay. We got most of them. But additionally, one of the most beautiful ideas that comes from Ha'azinu is this, that the Jewish people are not passive listeners, that we are participants in the song itself. Now we're going to get back to that other philosophical place that I was talking about before. The Sfat Emet, another commentator, teaches that every Jew has their own unique note to contribute. Some people contribute to the melody, others to the harmony, some to the rhythm. Together we form a spiritual symphony that somehow resonates in tune with all of creation. See, now when we start to think about our obligations as Jews, to think of ourselves as musicians, playing the notes, that keeps everything in harmony, it kind of changes things, doesn't it? It's a beautiful image. So even when life feels chaotic, the Torah reminds us that we're still part of something greater. Ha'azinu gives us musical metaphor for Jewish destiny, with God as the composer and us as the instruments. So, I guess as we go into this new year, feeling uplifted from really wonderful holidays, services, we can add one other element to that and see what role we play in this symphony in the year going forward. Shabbat Shalom. Okay. We turn now to page 586 as we can rise together for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet ketula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gora leinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar b'haya Adonai melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. And of course you can be seated or remain standing if we have our mourner's Kaddish coming up, whatever is most comfortable for you. We remember those who have passed in recent days during this period of Shloshim, this month of mourning. We remember Carol Levy Shulman, beloved cousin of David Levy, Fern Bernstein, beloved temple member, wife of Lenny, mother of Jared, Alex, and Gabriel, daughter of Elliot. Arlene Meister, beloved mother, Barbara Jewell, and Lynn. There are others whose names can be mentioned for those who have died in recent days.
Susan Crystal, a childhood friend of Susan.
Susan Crystal, a childhood friend of Susan Goklang. We also remember those who have died at this season in years past at this their yard site. Peter Edward Beyer, Sarah Cherry, Herbert Wortson, Eve Eisner, Harvey Gerstmann, Gerald Goodman, Dora Grossman, Erna Heilbrunn, William Hyman, Sam Jaffe, Paul Krantz, Bernhard Leon, Ann Malla, Samuel Rubenstein, Howard Ruderman, Alan Strauss, Miriam Winninger, George Wissoff, and Morris Wurtzel. Again, I ask if there are any others whose names could be mentioned that were not said. No? Something wrong? No? Oh, okay. The Mourner's Cottage is on page 598. As we also remember, of course, those who have died serving our country, those who have died defending Israel, and all of those who perished in the Shoah. We join together. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'yamad yivarach chirutei v'yamlech malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'alam ulamei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitmamam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu Le'ela minkol, birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, dami ram bialma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba amin shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. V'seh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all the bereaved. Let us say, amen. Let's, I guess we can be seated for our concluding announcements and a song. And maybe Stan wants to do both.
Shabbat Shalom. I hope everyone had an easy fast and that you are inscribed for a good year. This Sunday, October 5th at 4 p.m., there will be an October 7th commemoration at the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center in Glen Cove. Another October 7th event will be held on the actual date at Temple Beth Israel in Port Washington. You can find more information and sign-up links in our week ahead. Just as a reminder, our 70th birthday bash has been postponed until further notice. Please keep an eye out for the new date. Save the following dates. Friday, October 10th for Shabbat services, followed by dessert in the Sukkah. Monday, October 13th for a family-friendly Simchat Torah program at 7 p.m. Zoom Yizkor services on Tuesday, October 14th at 10:30 a.m. Also, mark your calendars for our annual Cantor concert with Cantor Jacobson, which will be held on Sunday, November 16th, starting at 4 p.m. You should have received a postcard in the mail with the information. I also think there's a, Sisterhood has a book club meeting on October 14th from 11 to 1, I believe. Please join us for the Oneg immediately after services.
And just a comment as to why the Holocaust Museum is holding the October 7th commemoration on October 5th is because October 7th is the first day of Sukkot. And so much of the Jewish community would not be in attendance, so that's why there are two different days. So the one on October 7th will most likely, well, it's being done by the Port Washington clergy group. I'll be going to that as well, who said, you know what, we still need to do it on the day of. So there are multiple ways. Actually, there's also a walk happening in Plainview on Sunday morning. If anyone is interested, I can find out more information about that. It's a long walk, though, so I'm not sure. That's terrible. Anyway, terrible of me to say it that way. Anyhow, thank you. So what's our closing song?
Lechi Lach. And Lechi Lach, which is on page 645.
Okay.
Yeah, please join me.
You want someone to come up with you?
Well, if Karen wants to, she can. Or just from... you can,
Karen's
sure.
coming up.
Good, okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, everybody can come up and then we'll have nobody out there.
What page is it?
645. What?
Oh, it's right there.
What?
Okay, what's he we can
And
do?
ready? Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the place that I will show you. L'simcha chayim, l'simcha chayim, l'simcha chayim. Lechi Lach, you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach.
Thank
I
you.
need a...
Well, again, wishing everyone a Shana Tova, a good, happy, healthy year, and may it be a better year. Always a better year. Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom, Barbara, and Nancy, and Richard, and the Winningers, and Susan. Take care.